Yeah.
Here we go. What's up?
What's been going on?
Just watching the news. Upset. Oh my goodness.
Don't
I can't believe it.
news.
So, yeah.
Hey,
this is-
Javana.
Not y'all trying to put me in the podcast.
And we are. And we are.
Hey.
Right. I mean, you here, so we may as well acknowledge you. You did the Puerto Rican Day Parade this weekend.
I was a Puerto Rican for a day. No, I wasn't. I was so black.
How was it? Because I went to work that day and everybody there. Look, first of all, they was loud and they wasn't rowdy, but
There's traffic everywhere. I'll tell you that.
everybody was lit in Midtown.
Listen, they had a time. They had a time, and I did my best to keep up. That's what I will say. But shouts to oh man, let me not bring up the shouts because I don't remember exactly the name of the place. So we're gonna be quiet on that for a second. But I had a good time. I was on a float.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to do that, like be on a float.
How was that?
Like be on a float in the parade.
It was very exposing and vulnerable, actually.
'Cause everyone's looking?
Puerto Rican.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I realized at that very moment, you only do those things for the cultures that you rep. 'Cause I did not
Listen, Puerto Ricans love us, okay?
Of course they do, but it was definitely
It was their day.
It was their day.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Also, I enjoy, like, any cultures getting together, gathering, and celebrating they shit. Like, I'm always going to be into that. I'm always going to be about that life.
Yeah, we believe in that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, shout
But,
out.
hit me up. African American Day Parade. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh,
that's
child.
what I would be on.
Okay. They need to throw a Juneteenth parade. Like,
What?
that would be so dope.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like, let me tell you, the blackness that will be blackening the streets of New York. Child.
Yes.
Yeah, they
It
would.
won't happen in the Trump era, but it's going to happen one of these days.
It's going
It's
to
gonna happen.
one of these days.
Start with New York.
Yeah.
You said what?
Start with New York first.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Okay,
New
and
York
let's
or
just-
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that in Atlanta real easy.
Atlanta, that would be a vibe. Man. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
What's up? I'm Olivia.
I'm Lawrence.
This is the Chop Up Podcast.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you, Al?
Same old, working. Creating more art. I got a big shipment of art in our store. So yeah, love it. I like art. I like art.
We love art.
I like art. Yeah.
We love anything.
So what's your favorite thing that came in so far?
I got this Manzano Georges Pissarro right here. We're selling it for $10K. This thing is this goes for $45,000 to $65,000. I'm selling it right now in our site, Resiklo NYC, for $10K. A few of my favorite things. This table here, this postmodern Memphis coffee table. One of my favorite pieces that just came in this week too.
Why is it your favorite one?
This is the shape. You don't see this in stores, and you don't see even in high-end retail stores. You don't see these items. This is a real vintage from the 70s. Still in amazing shape, like it just came from a showroom. So it's more valuable than I say something that's brand new that's coming from Roche Bobois or something Italian. Yeah, this has history. Was built to last a lifetime, and look, it looks like it's standing. It's withstanding everything. Yeah.
I love it. I love the whole
Table is very fly.
setup today.
Oh, you do? You
Couches,
like all the
nice and
curves?
comfy
Yeah, I like
and everything.
curves.
Yeah, we
colors.
got the shapes going.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole motif and everything like that. I love it. I love all the setups. and
Yeah,
shit
thank you.
and stuff. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
That's
There's
What's been happening?
oh my gosh, everything that don't need to happen but kind of needed to happen. They got the anti-ICE protest going on in LA.
Jace Louise.
They done deployed the
I can't
Coast,
even.
what is it, the Coast Guard? The National Guard.
The National
2,000
Guard.
troops to just the LA.
And Marines is on their way.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody in LA is like, it's chill. We protesting peacefully. Everything is chill. Like, Trump is making it a big deal because he's trying trying to make it look a certain type of way, but everybody, even the cops are like,
Well,
it's not that.
And that's what I was just getting ready to say. They're
Like
like,
the governor
nah,
is
it ain't even
speaking
like
back.
that.
He's saying like, "Yo, pull back." The last time that the last time the president used the national army or the guards or whoever was for peace. They used them for JFK, for those school the segregation down south. But now he's using it for destruction.
exactly.
He's using it for the wrong way.
It's not, but think about how ICE has been, coming bum rushing people off the street, off their campuses, on their way to mind their business.
Schools,
And
hospitals.
they're coming at these people literally super aggressively.
Yeah, but our news is not showing
They
that.
treated Auntie Maxine.
Child, well, you will not come for Auntie Maxine.
Did you see? They slammed the door on her when she went to one of the ICE facilities just so she could, She said, "I'm Congresswoman Maxine."
No, they got a whole different kind of power.
Not slamming the door on my auntie though. I was about ready to fight.
Yeah.
No,
What
ICE
you not
got a
gonna
whole
do?
different federal power. They're different. They're moving different. They go to police stations and they're hired as acting like they're stronger than the FBI.
Listen,
They got full control of the police stations.
acting
Gestapo. The new Gestapo.
Gestapo officers for real, like just coming in.
their power's
and
different.
Kicking in the door,
Yep.
but it's not anything different. They want an excuse to have to do what they did to the MOVE movement back in Philadelphia, where they dropped a bomb on a neighborhood and killed a bunch of men, women, and children.
Ugh.
So they just want an excuse to have to use those armed forces or have to call for martial law.
So don't
Well, this how it gets started.
Don't touch them.
Child,
This how it gets started.
Put away them phones.
This is how it's gonna get, man.
real.
We're headed the wrong way right now.
I understand a lot of y'all young folks gonna be out here protesting and just keep safe. Put away them phones.
Yep.
Don't touch them.
Don't touch.
Don't touch.
Spitting is
It's an assault.
it's an assault
Yeah.
in every state. It is an assault.
Yeah, spitting is an assault.
So don't spit.
Don't spit. Don't kick.
They're
Don't even resist.
Yep.
Even in resisting, if they feel like that they were hurt in some kind of way, that is a custodial assault. You will go to jail.
Please take these notes. Heed this advice.
This
We're
is
ready to turn up, but just
yep.
We're not.
smart.
Be smart.
It's about the long run.
Mhm.
Bigger picture.
It is. What I can say is I like the platform that is giving a lot of these celebrities and people with platforms to actually speak out about.
Yeah, I like
Doechii.
that. I like that.
I love her so much.
I
Like
like
she
that.
spent
Doechii
her.
is my-
That's my.
I
Baby.
like that. I like
That's
what
my
you're
baby.
saying.
That's my
Yeah.
baby. She spent her acceptance
That's right.
speech as
Mhm.
as she should, as everyone should have.
Yep.
right, but
But
she was the not only the youngest one, but the boldest one to actually address, hey, so this is what's going on outside of this
Mhm.
theater right now. Like, let's make an awareness of this, that this isn't okay. Your president.
shots to Doechii.
Yeah,
Big
I like
shout out
that.
to Doechii.
Cheers to that.
I love it. But in recent news, they try to deploy 700 Marines to LA,
Mhm.
and
Right now, it's happening. Right
it's
now.
happening. And also, I seen in a video that one of the National Guardsmen shot somebody that was trying to get into their apartment in the middle of a protest. They weren't protesting, they weren't acting in it or anything like that. They were literally walking to their apartment.
With the rubber bullets or actual bullets?
It was a rubber bullet, I believe. But still, like,
Shot who?
it's just a random pedestrian.
Who shot him?
One of the National Guardsmen.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're. I mean,
I seen it on Baller Alert. Somebody had their phone out, of course.
Everybody thinks they're not coming for you. They're going to be coming for you.
they're coming for everybody.
Yeah.
For real.
They're coming for everybody. If you're not orange, they're coming for you.
You're not orange, no.
If you're not an orangutan,
No, look, if that tan line is giving orange instead of brown, you might want to watch out. But
if you're not,
The
yeah.
scammers out there, the ones who are actually not National Guards at all,
Ooh.
the ones who are actually not policemen at all, that are out here just kidnapping folks and putting them into vans that are supposedly going to ICE. But like,
Those are the people that went to the police station and said, I'm ready to capture whoever you need me to. I volunteer my services, like volunteer firemen, volunteer policemen, and everything like that. Yeah. And they're just literally letting them, like, fine, give them a gun, let's go. Like, no. Like,
that's so dangerous. Like, there's people that are unaccounted for that were put in these vans. There's people that are, like, not on the list of folks.
I'm telling you, because I'm getting news from my family in California. These are people, in their 30s, 40s, 20s, born and raised California, all their lives. They're getting harassed. They're like, what is, this is not it. This is not what we're looking to do. Like,
and one thing Cali gonna do is turn up, though. They turning up.
They turning.
I wish,
hell up,
man.
And I love it.
Burn it down. Burn it down again.
We can't burn it down again.
Why not? Do it again. About that
Okay?
again.
Look,
why not?
pissed off when that happened.
Let's burn it down.
But we gotta work a lot smarter and not harder, because all that's
right.
gonna do is just gonna it's getting done the way they want it to get. They want us to act up the way they wanted to get it done.
Yeah, but
We're not gonna destroy. We're just gonna let them do it. No, we gotta work smarter, not harder, and we have the right to peacefully protest. They may not think it's peaceful just because we're expressing ourselves, but at
Because
the end
it's
of the
not-
day,
it's not a bunch of orange people protesting.
we're not spitting on people. Okay, we're not assaulting anybody. We are just exercising our free right to free speech and
This is
to
terrible.
safely protest.
Yes.
And
It's man.
just
I don't know.
continue to safely protest and
Remember this day.
try not to get locked up.
Yep.
And if you do, I'm sure there are those of us on the outside that will definitely make sure that you guys are well and taken care of.
From the river to the sea, Palestine, and all the BIPOC people in motherfucking America will be free, motherfucker.
All power to the people. All of
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah. Well, Sly Stone becomes an ancestor at 82.
Hey.
He contributed to his music to a whole generation. And everybody has sampled Sly at some
Yeah.
point in time.
Dre.
And why would you not?
Dre sample
We
pop.
have to keep the movement going.
Yeah, man.
He contributed to not only just the culture of soul and funk, but
Funky.
Black culture, American culture, pop culture. He set the standard, and he finally got his wings.
Sly was him.
That's
He
right.
was that guy.
Funky.
Rest in peace to Sly Stone, and love to him, his
up?
family,
Uh-huh.
all of his friends, and everybody that knew him and got to experience him. But unfortunately, DDG and Hallie are in a bit
These
of a
two.
tussle.
I
First
saw
of
that.
all, I'm tired of
This
both
is-
of them.
What is wrong with these two?
They're young as hell.
What's wrong with people like
They're young as
What
hell.
is
Like,
wrong?
at this point, like,
Honestly, it's giving DDG's problems.
it's
Well, you can't blame one side though.
there's her
Man,
side, there's his side, and then there's the truth that falls somewhere in the middle.
Where's that? Where's that?
We'll figure it out as these courts get it popping, but they're exposing each other for domestic violence to, oh well, if I put my hands on you, why would you tell me that you're getting ready to hurt yourself if I don't do this or do that? Like, manipulation tactics and everything like that. And it's all just messy.
What
I
is
really
this?
wish people would learn to just kind of keep your business just kind of in you guys' little circle, in you guys' little bubble, because at the end of the day, you guys got a baby, and as famous as both of you guys are, when this baby gets
Those
older,
kids can Google this. Like,
they're gonna be able to Google it. They're gonna be able to see exactly what's going on
When your
with their
parents post for Playboy, your parents posted for Playboy.
Really sit down and
Yeah.
think about who they're deciding to have children with. I want y'all to
Amen.
think about this.
Because what was
Think
said,
about the person you're with, or
Yeah.
maybe even if it's a one-night stand. Think about, like, would I want to have a baby with that man?
but I want to have a baby with this woman too. We can't always just put it on dudes.
Okay, I'm not. I need people to be smarter.
Smart, yeah. Be
about
more
their choices.
thoughtful about who you guys are having unprotected sex with. Like, it's toxic as hell. Like, toxic situations create kind of toxic.
I don't know. I don't know about
Unless
that.
they can find and do the work.
I don't think raw dog is toxic. I don't think. I don't know.
And the person that gets
That's just my opinion.
Lawrence,
I'm sorry.
not doing this today.
I'm just
Say what you just
saying.
said.
I don't know. Raw dogging is not,
No, it's
I don't think it's toxic.
yes, it is toxic.
It's
Especially
natural.
if you're doing with a toxic
No.
person. Look, I get that accidents happen and
Yeah.
everything like that, but you also have to be an adult and have a responsibility.
Okay.
Look, if you say I get knocked up by somebody that I know I don't want to be with forever, but you also have to ask yourself, is this somebody that I want to co-parent with?
Well, then,
is this somebody that I'm going to want to have to deal with for the next 18 to maybe 22, 23 years of my
it's
life?
pro-choice,
Like,
or
and
pro-life. It doesn't matter.
STDs,
After
STIs.
that, so what? And then you
What do you
go
mean
with
after
it.
that?
And
Nah.
then you take care of that baby no matter what. It's happening right now to many people. Some people have kids that is
Or you
they
can
never
also
planned.
make the choice of being like, you know what? I don't want to bring a child into a situation to where
Of course,
they're
I
going to
agree.
have to get
I plan
the
my
threat
I
of
plan
the
my
negative
children.
relationship that I have with this other individual. And plus, honestly, until this said child
Uh-huh.
is outside of the body, breathing and living life, anything before that, up to a certain amount of time, anything before that, I'm sorry, you need to nip that shit in the bud. Because a lot of people, one, shouldn't have kids. Two, it's probably not the best time for you to have a kid. But also, again, people are shitty people. There are fathers that
true,
don't need to be
man,
fathers, and there are mothers that do
there's-
not need to be
yeah.
mothers.
I understand. I'm pro-choice.
I am.
All day.
I'm
I'm
pro-choice.
pro-choice. If that's
Be
what we're talking about.
responsible and try not to
There's a lot of people out there that were planned. Just
I know for a
you
fact
know,
I wasn't playing.
successful
I
and I get along with those people. I'm one of those people. Yeah.
yes, you were planned.
It's fine. What I'm trying to say is what ends up happening is the only person that gets affected in these sort of tumultuous situations is the child, because y'all made not smart decisions and you're not mature enough you don't have the emotional intelligence to navigate the situation when it happens. Okay, and I am a product of a situation like that.
Exactly.
Thank God.
Look at us now.
Thank God, I had certain adults around me to help as I grew
Yeah.
up that were kind of
Mentor.
supportive
Yeah.
and helping me navigate how to grow and become the woman I am today. But listen, it was not easy, and it's not great to be a child in a messy situation. It's not an awesome feeling. It's not a great situation to be a part of, and it fucks with you, and you have trauma for pretty much the rest of your life. I'm still dealing with it. So,
But there are also those children that don't have that village to be able.
like
Yeah.
I said, I had that.
You
village.
had
Yeah,
that,
I
and
did too.
I-
And we all did.
we all did.
That's why we're here.
I'm a result.
I know.
of a domestic violence.
I know. I
relationship.
wasn't raised. Yeah, I was raised
And-
all the way by my.
I thank God for the village that my mother had. Even on my father's side, I thank God for the village that was around me, that was able to, teach me how to be a woman, come up and not to be such a piece of shit, and everything like that. But there are those children out there that are in the foster care system and everything. They don't got nobody. And I really need people to actually think about something outside of themselves when it comes to bringing a child into his world, especially in a mess up situation. When it comes to raw dogging, think about
Keep
it.
raw dogging.
No.
Keep it.
No.
Don't-
Okay, you know how many kinds of
Don't
condoms that
strap
they got
up,
out there
man. I
that
don't
feel
know.
like there's nothing there.
It don't feel the same.
It's awful.
Hey, just
It's
pick the right one
awful.
and then raw dog it.
No, I mean, yeah, the right one, but not
Yeah.
everybody's the right one.
Well, maybe everybody's the right one. I
Right?
don't know. How do you know it's not the right one until you try it?
You don't know who's gonna listen to this. If a young person was listening to this without context, they could just take that and run with it. There has to be context. Something that
Yeah,
you just said.
I
You have to pick the
like-
right one. Pick someone special.
That's
somebody
right.
You were intentional with.
Yeah.
And raw dog.
And raw dog that, yeah.
That's a totally
That's what I mean.
different conversation.
That's
But a
what
lot
I
of
mean.
People, especially in our age,
It's
man,
all
even
context,
younger,
though.
they're not
I mean,
doing
what are
that. They're not. Look, sex
Even if
education needs to
you
go
know, I
back
would
into
tell
schools.
like my
We need to start giving away
17-year-old
free
son,
condoms.
hey, if
Again,
If I would tell him, yo, put a condom on every time. But
Every time.
I'm not gonna be there every time. And I want to tell him, if you're ever gonna raw dog anybody, hey man, just I can't stop
Think
you.
about your consequences.
I'm just saying, man. I know what it is. It's like, yo, you're gonna raw dog one day in your life.
Here we go.
He's gonna do it. Just pick the right
This is
one.
what we're doing today, Lawrence.
I don't know how we got into raw dogs.
You brought it up. You
That-
did.
That's not part of our program, though.
It is not.
Again,
Goodness gracious.
STIs.
Oh, so-
Please think about that.
STI,
Please and
STI.
You think you're picking the right one? You gotta make sure y'all go get checked, please. Please get checked.
There's a lot of medication for that now. I don't know if you guys,
No, actually, don't.
I'm just playing.
Lawrence, damn it.
I'm just playing. No, I'm joking. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Tell the babies to wear condoms. Please, just wear condoms.
I will.
All the time.
I promise.
Gosh.
I will.
Because I'm tired of talking about them anyway. All right. So, Taylor Swift and her boo, because we still don't know his name. We knew his name, but we don't know his name no more. Travis Kelce.
Travis?
They popped out with their new
Travis?
Yeah.
Travis?
Travis.
Oh, Travis.
Travis.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna say it fancy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Travis. Yes, Travis
He's
Kelce
fancy now.
and Taylor Swift. They popped out with a new selfie, and it is a total 180 from what we saw when he first came out.
Mm-hmm.
When we first seen him on the scene versus now.
You should see his haircut.
Oh my gosh. He's got the little shag going now. Mind you,
You should see
I
his
had
shot.
at least 10 clients
He does
come into the
not
shop and ask
look
me,
the
hey,
same.
can you give me the Travis Kelce when it ain't nothing but a low Caesar?
Hey.
Really?
Hey.
It's called the Travis Kelce now. I didn't know the Caesar
Travis.
just got the name switched up. No,
Hey.
no, we're not doing that. And now now that you're with Taylor Swift, because all you've ever dated, all we've ever seen you with was black women. So you try to fit to
He's
their
getting
aesthetic.
a lot of power from her, but he's looking different.
Man, it's a bag. They
he's-
barely see each other once a week, probably.
You think?
She's a
know.
billionaire, and she just got her catalog back. Man,
So that means she got time.
do she though?
For
I
him.
don't know a lot of billionaires that got time like that.
I
I promise you, they're
I
probably
think they
seeing
spend
each
a lot
other
of-
maybe every 2 weeks. Oh wait, it's his off season, so he don't gotta go to work. He's probably just kicking it with her, carrying her Birkin,
those two.
everything like that. You know, probably with the crew.
Eh.
He's like, "You guys ready for this next gig? Just gotta get it." Yeah, being a very supportive superstar husband.
It seems like it's a lot of pressure, those two. Like, they might actually have something, but it just seems like it'd be so hard to have a relationship under a microscope like the way they are right now.
Jay and Beyonce.
I get it, but it's like
Same
my
thing.
thing is,
They-
what's the
I think
switch
they
up for?
understand- They understand it. I feel like they've been around longer, so they understand like how to navigate celebrity a little bit. more.
Sure.
I don't know. I just feel like they're so young, and I don't know. It feels like a lot. Like, it's more than when Jay-Z and Beyonce got together,
Mm-hmm.
because the technology wasn't as crazy as it is now.
How
Oh,
old
that's
is
right.
Taylor?
That is true.
Huh?
How old is Taylor? She's got to be at least over 30 now.
30.
I would think she's over 30.
Yeah, I want to say she's over 30, and I want to say
But
he's.
she still gives me, like, they both still give me still young.
I mean, we were watching her since she was what, 15, 16
Yeah, she's
years
not
old.
doing the game though.
But we were also older than that, so
I don't-
so we're always gonna see her as
I
Lil
don't
Tay
think she had a
Tay.
childhood. Like she's been in this game for a long time.
You know
Those
what I'm
those
saying?
kind of
She's not
people.
like Beyonce and Jay-Z in that, like, they've only been together a little while.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think it's been. I
Ah.
don't think any of her relationships have been on this level of
True.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It seems like very big.
I don't know, because we got a couple albums out of them relationships from Tay Tay.
Album short.
Like,
Did anyone care as much? I don't think anyone really cared as much as Travis and Taylor.
she was with one of those One Direction
See, you don't
dudes.
even remember his name.
What's
I
his
don't remember
name?
his name.
Who?
Who?
One who?
Who?
One what?
Exactly.
He was in One
Prove
Direction.
my point.
He was in One Direction.
One
But
love.
It was but it was also very brief. So this is probably the longest relationship that we've seen her in.
Mm.
Because
I think she was in another relationship that was a little bit longer, but he wasn't anybody anyone was interested in. Like,
well, yeah, she was with this like some nobody.
Again, proving my point as this is like, they're like, it's intense.
It is intense, but it's also like the switch up too with Travis. Like, you was bearded up, You know, you look like, you know, one of the homies that got to come over to Auntie's house after the barbecue type of white boys, you know? Like, that kind of grew up around the way, but maybe had to catch the best a little bit.
Oh, definitely not the norm for
He
Taylor.
No, it's not the norm for Taylor. You know those white boys. You know those white
I
boys
do,
that
I
got to
do.
come over and chill and everything like that. So you probably
They
played
play
football
ball,
with
though.
one of your
They play
cousins
ball, though. That's
or
what
your
I-
brother. Exactly.
He
He
play
plays
ball,
ball
though.
and
Yeah,
everything
just like that. I get
But
it.
Before he got with Taylor, all we saw him with was black women.
Yeah,
You know,
because he's
down
from
to
that,
the haircut,
yeah.
down to the beard, down
Since
to
he
the
was
way
a child, that's
dressed
what he
and
was
everything
doing.
Like that, like that's
into
always what
sports,
he's been
yeah.
on. But now he gets with Taylor,
Yeah.
and I can finally let my whiteness free. You've always been white, boy.
Boy.
Where was this before? Because honestly, that was really your stardom. You got on that reality show, you got rid of all those white women, and then you got into a relationship with a black woman where they were saying that you made her pay half for everything. Now that's foul. I hope that's not true.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think
I don't
that's
think
true.
that's
I don't
true.
think you would do her like that.
I don't think that's right, though.
But she also didn't deny it. And
Maybe she paid some, but not half. I don't know. I haven't got no facts for this to talk about this.
Got a multi-million-dollar contract.
So what you're
Yeah.
trying to say is there's a selfie?
So there's a selfie of them two, and he looks like not even the same person that he was when he first hit the scene. You
Yeah,
know,
he's different.
like again, like
totally different.
it looks like he's letting his whiteness free. Like, oh, I'm gonna grow my hair out and, you know, rock my little '90s, you know, heartthrob.
Yeah, I had
Joey
that hair
Lawrence
too. That
full-
Nirvana. Man,
full
I had
get up
Kurt
and
Cobain
everything
here
like
one
that.
day. Yeah.
Look, I get like.
Do you think it's a PR stunt?
Of course,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's a PR stunt. And not necessarily a PR stunt. I think what he was doing before was a PR stunt. When he was rocking the Caesar and the full beard and everything like that, you know. But then as soon as he got with Tay Tay, all of a
I
sudden,
don't
this
know.
guy
That
looks
might
like
be
a
him,
freaking
though.
cop. He looks like straight off of NYPD Blue.
Speaking of Tay Tay, I know
With a mustache?
off topic, but
What's that?
the other Tay Tay, Tiana.
Ooh, child! When I say City Girls up a million.
Murder.
Mufasa.
Oh my goodness. That was a come up of a lifetime. Seriously. Like, after a divorce,
Everybody's happy for her though.
that's how you do it.
Good
That's
for
how
her.
you do it. Tay Tay, child, okay?
I'm
Your
happy.
body is crazy.
Body
Face
crazy.
card never declines, okay? And now, you done got with this. Iman hates you right now.
I
I
think
got.
everybody's crashing out. Cardi's, you know.
Oh
ex
man,
crashing out.
I told you, City Girls up a million.
Tiana's ex is crashing. Everybody's crashing out. Right
Everybody's crashing out. Okay, Offset's asking for alimony.
Uh,
We didn't already seen Iman with Amber Rose and child like. first of
oh
all,
no, that's a no go, bro.
Like I wouldn't.
That's not the one.
Like especially right now, I would not be seen
Uh,
rocking with her. I will
what
say
is she gonna?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Nah, there ain't nothing.
Nah,
Not right
nothing.
now. There ain't nothing that I can
let
do.
that go.
Let that go. Just go ahead and. Yeah. But shout out to TT or
Let the bird
Spike
go.
T
Spike T.
all day. Yeah, she's dope.
And she's been working too.
Stay working, creative director for a couple tours,
I'm not even
and she's got a album. She's about to come out with a visual album in August,
In 5 seconds.
and she's about to be in the a Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she is.
What?
Man, and she's pregnant in the movie. I don't think she's pregnant with her. Was she actually pregnant in this movie? She's doing her thing.
Huh.
Regardless, she probably could have did it pregnant, but she has the leisure to relax and grow a healthy baby. Oh my gosh! And that's another thing I realized they would make a really pretty baby.
Who?
Her and Mufasa,
Oh,
Aaron Pierre,
yes.
Tiana Pierre.
Oh, okay. We're still.
Yes,
Okay.
cheers to them.
Cheers.
I just realized that.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh, they would be freaking they would make a super baby, like just a super pretty black baby, like just the right amount of chocolate and caramel. All right. Lil Wayne drops the Carter 6.
6.
I was disappointed. I'm
Yuck.
not even gonna lie. It wasn't yuck.
Yuck.
No, don't say that.
Hey, take it easy. Take it
I
easy.
haven't heard it, so-
Take it easy. It's Wayne's in my he's up there. He's my top 5. Maybe not top 3, but
He's my best rapper alive.
well, you see, he's good.
Dwayne Carter is the best rapper.
Come on, but we'll talk one day about this. But come on, man, what's this? If you're the best one,
It has a lot to do with beats. If you don't pick the right beats, then
I know.
that's gonna make or break an album.
Oh, I know, rappers. Listen to that. Get a good producer, man.
No, he has a share of a litter of producers, but it's also
Well-
about budgeting too. He probably didn't really have the money. He probably spent all the money on the
You don't
Bono
have to
feature.
pay money for a good producer all the time.
But are you gonna pay
There's
for a
lot of
Bono
younger-
feature?
Huh?
Are you paying for a Bono feature?
No,
You too?
no, you don't need that.
You don't need it.
You don't need
but
any of that. You're
was
Weezy,
time
F
for
baby.
it.
Come on.
I feel like it was time for it, just because that's not something we've ever seen from Wayne.
Uh,
So
no.
I feel like he wanted to go in a different direction, and he started off strong. Like the start of the album was dope, and
3
I love the big
songs?
extra
Yeah,
plug.
all right, okay.
Yeah, like the big extra plug feature,
The Peanuts and
Big Sean. He did the
I likes.
Band from NO,
It's
which
alright.
is a sample of Band from TV from
Mhm.
Nori.
Yep.
Like, and the remix just dropped with Nicki. I haven't gotten a chance to do that, but we also haven't
never
gotten a
heard
feature
that.
from Nicki in a minute too. So I think he's got
He's
something
a rapper,
going.
man.
But
You're a rapper.
I was
You're not
disappointed.
you're a rapper. You're
I
like
also like
you're supposed to be up there with, come on. That was terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
I think
It
it's.
just wasn't.
I have a
Wayne.
lot of expectations from Wayne. You know when
And that's
when
the
good
thing.
when really good rappers make a bad album or an okay album.
But then when he makes good albums, you guys sleep on it. You guys slept.
No,
Sorry.
all
you
of
guys
them.
Slept on
Good.
the Carter 5. You guys slept
Carter
on that shit
5.
so hard.
Carter 5, I likes.
Like, serious. I still listen to Carter 5.
Why
I'm
wouldn't
always
I?
gonna reference
No.
Carter 5
I
or not necessarily 4.
I'm fast forwarding through the album.
No, he gets 16 bars and
Beats.
that's it.
Come on.
No, Beats has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get you can hit up these there's a lot of young people that makes good beats. Like, and if they're heard, this generation would love to give you free beats just to get on your album. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't.
Is important. Intergenerational
And this
collaboration
is-
important because like sometimes these older seasoned
Vets.
vets that been in the game making this music and this is in any artistic industry. I think that we all should want to work with the young folks just like the young folks should want to work with
Yes.
the names that have made it that
Who did he
make
do a
legacy.
collab with?
Right.
Like, it's really important that
Who did he
we're
do a collab
all
with?
in collaboration, and nobody should be looking down on it. Should really be a collaboration. It should really be about the work.
Yeah, who
And
did
I
he-
could definitely
who's
agree
the
with
collab
that.
with? Who's the collabs with?
I actually didn't really look at too much of the credits.
No, it's not.
But,
Man, go
yeah.
get some young people from
Can't always
It's-
fix it. If
um,
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeesh.
Sometimes you gotta try something new.
Sometimes you do have to try something new, but it also has a lot to do with chemistry too. Because there's a lot of people, like, take Pusha T for example. As long as Pharrell is alive and kicking, he's always gonna have beats. But he's also gonna go to, Timberland for a beat here and there. He's also gonna go to Scott Storch. He's also gonna go to maybe even The Dream or, whoever. But the chemistry that him and Pharrell have, like,
that's like
what do we need to
That's
change the
cousins.
formula
I
for?
that's cousins.
I agree. I'm not saying to stop that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying to add on.
Add more.
I'm
It's,
not saying
Yeah,
I want to
It
add.
also-
I'm not saying
'cause
get rid of
sometimes-
the method that works. I'm
Yeah.
saying add on to the method that works. That's all.
Add on to the method that work, but yeah, that also putting in work and listening to beats after beats after beat. Who's using samples right? Who's
It's about scheduling. You take a day and you say, you know what, we're gonna listen to only the young.
And I'm pretty sure Don't he have like he has curators? He
That's
has
another
homies that's
issue with
listening to
Wayne.
these beats before he gets to him, right?
But that's another issue with Wayne. Wayne don't listen to nobody else
Oof.
but himself.
Oof.
So he's always gonna
That I
reference
don't
his
know.
own shit to
Yeah.
see who he does. And I'm just, dude.
I
Sorry, but
mean,
you
you
might
gotta
have
start-
to listen to
it-
a couple of other
You better listen to
motherfuckers
your friends.
see whose beats you need to go on ahead and pay a couple $100,000 for, because you know they're gonna tax you.
He said he only listens.
He only listens to himself.
You better
Like,
listen to the people. Man.
Yeah. Like he only listens to his own rhymes. He only listens to his own like
During
every
the process of making or just like music.
just in general. He doesn't listen to he said verbatim, I don't listen to anybody.
That's impossible.
But mine.
That's impossible.
He's got the catalog though.
Oh well, that's impossible.
Especially if he stopped writing out of nowhere.
You just don't listen to anybody.
He doesn't listen.
Not even like.
His words, not mine.
He's lying.
Not even like
Nah.
back in the day.
Not even the Beatles.
Dude, I need you to reference something.
Not even
I
George
need you to
Clinton.
reference something, and I know people who
Not
are
even
like that,
Snoop
and I'm
Dogg,
just
you
like, one,
lying,
you don't have
B.
the catalog or the luxury to do that. You need to be able to go and find some sort of inspiration somewhere. And you also have to
I
go
don't believe
outside of
it.
your
I think that's
genre
a lie.
too.
I think that's a lie.
I'll send you a
Good,
clip.
right?
He said that
I'm
shit.
Just saying, what you
You like this
said,
one?
I still don't.
I do like it. It's nice and smooth.
I
Doesn't
do.
make sense.
It's like my
Everybody's gotta
favorite
be
new
inspired
bottle.
By something and it's not
Wild
just inspired
Common.
by themselves.
What you
They
sipping on?
just-
You don't grow that way.
You
Wild
know.
Common. This
Wow.
is like a new añejo. Love this new añejo's coming out. This is like the first. This is a 1A. First, and the first bottle they ever made. First production of this tequila. Sorry to stop you guys.
Nah.
It's
it
really
tastes
good because I sip it straight. I sip it straight. Yeah, this is delicious.
Yeah. But no, this Carter album, like,
It's not. Oh man,
it's not something
It's
that
not
I
a
would
favorite.
that I would reference back. I'll go back and listen to
I like
maybe
Wayne.
2 or 3 songs off of it. And a lot of rappers have
Really?
done that. A lot of my favorite rappers have done that. They've come out with some shit and be like, this probably isn't something I'm going to come back to,
I mean,
but
you
I can
know.
see where you were going with this.
Yeah, he didn't
You
lose
know?
stock with me.
It won't, but
Still in my
he
top
doesn't lose
5.
his spot with me.
Yeah.
He's the greatest rapper
Still
alive.
top 5, like I said. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
But
greatest rapper
come
alive.
on, man.
For me,
You're a rapper, dog. You're a real rapper.
he is.
He's a real rapper.
Yep.
Clarissa Shields.
Oh,
Really.
right. So Clarissa Shields, I really don't know how I feel about her. So recently, Angel Reese won Sportswoman of the Year at the 2025 BET Awards.
Aye.
And Clarissa, instead of saying congratulations just to another black woman, just to another, sportswoman and everything like that, she wants to be like, I don't understand how I didn't win when it's supposed to be about accolades. I have 19 belts and I'm getting ready to win another one on July 26th. She keeps pumping this fight like we're supposed to know what she's talking about. And it just came off really, really...
That's crazy.
Like, how could you even... Well, first of all eyes is on you right now because of Papoose and the Remy situation. Like,
No love.
you're not
No love in the
like,
city, man.
Like, I get that you got the man right now, but nobody wants to see you be salty at all about anything. Like, we get that you don't, like, you're not worried about Remy. And I'm sure she's not worried about you either. But girl, for you to even come out your fingertips to even say, like, I don't get how I didn't win.
Good.
Like, I mean, congratulations to her, but if it's supposed to be about accolades, like, I have more accolades than her, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Listen, maybe next year, okay? But get out here, maybe do a little bit more philanthropy and a little more outreach, because all we see you as is Papoose' new girlfriend in the midst of his nasty, nasty divorce from Remy Ma, who is a champion battle rapper and
now
well
you're
respected.
another black woman.
And now you're hating on yet another black woman. Like, this is the last thing we need right
Not the
now.
girl you want in your life.
It's not. It's not. And what's so great, like, she ain't even said your name. Not a response. Not a... I wouldn't be surprised if she tweeted a cricket. Because even that pause right there. We're not talking about, like, nobody's worried about you like that, girl.
Yeah.
Like,
I just really hate to see it when we do this to each other. I hate to see it.
It sucks. Like if there's somebody that you don't vibe with, just focus on yourself. Please
Get out of
focus.
people's business.
Mm.
Focus on yourself. Stop being so nosy.
It's lit.
Did you paid to make that tweet?
Right.
Did you
Did it make you more money? Did it get you anywhere?
did it get you another award from somewhere else? No, it didn't. Sometimes y'all gotta learn how to shut the fuck up. And I'm learning this too.
Sportsmanship. Sportswomanship.
Say it again.
Sportswomanship. What happened to that?
What happened to kindness?
Kindness.
What happened to being just
Happy for another black woman.
being a person and being a just
That too.
being a person? Yeah.
Shit, it's hard enough out here for women.
Exactly.
And then it's even harder for black women. And then it's even harder for black trans women. We don't got time for this. We don't have time for this.
It's hard out here for everybody.
Let me talk about this art and this lamp. One of my favorite pieces of art. It's a real oil painting. Probably 67 years old. But I really want to talk about this gilded, silver gilt lamp. Holly Hunt's. All the curves and from the 80s, 90s still looks brand new. Send to Resiklo NYC.com. Yeah, want to talk about that?
Where'd you get it from?
From a collector. She's she got this one table, another side table that's probably 8 inches wide, 20 inches high. That's worth $15,000. A little small side table, cocktail table.
So there must not be.
I'm gonna highlight it next week because this is one of my favorite designers too. Her name is Holly Hunt. She's one of my favorites. She comes up with crazy stuff.
This does look like a statement piece. It would
Right
as I'm walking into somebody's
apartment. I mean, it's copied. You could probably find something similar like West Elm or IKEA would copy something like this, but it wouldn't look like it's $6,000 kind of lamp. This is what you find in billionaires' homes. So you dig it?
IKEA is like the Fashion Nova furniture.
Yeah, that's the Sheen.
He said Sheen.
I mean, I lived in Sweden, and I know what they do. Even Swedish people are like, they customize their IKEA shit. They remove the hardware and they change it up because it's cheap shit. Yeah.
So wait, so that piece, was there any other pieces that you want to highlight for this episode?
For this episode, I like this table. This is like one of my. It just came in. This came in 2 weeks ago. This probably will sell before this episode comes out. It's rare. When designers see this, they jump on this.
I was just gonna say that.
This came from an artist, a lady in her 70s. She's an artist. Came from her home. She designed it in the 80s, and look, she barely used it because she's barely home. She's European and just eccentric lady. Wears crazy robes and all that.
I love that.
She got capes and shit when I showed up to her house.
And kimonos.
Mm-hmm.
I love an elder art girly.
Oh yes.
They gonna give you a look every time.
And big ass glasses.
Right.
Yup.
They gonna have
I like
glasses
her.
or a big ass pair of earrings.
That's my people. That's my clientele.
Frames.
Happy ass old people. That's my people. Happy old people. That's hey.
Listen. No, my cousin Christy, she owns Communion Restaurant and Bar in Seattle.
Oh.
And
Communion.
You will see her with braids. You will see her in a wig. You will see her bald. But them frames, she's gonna give you triangles. She's gonna give you zigzags, lightning bolts, all of it. Like.
We saw them at the what was it? The BAM festival, the BAM African festival.
Yes, the African vendors, marketplace.
The vendors was giving
artistic. Okay.
The artsy birthday.
They were giving Arthur frames. Yes. Okay. Big old frames, but All their jewelry, fire.
Fire.
Like there wasn't nothing there that I did not like.
Oh, hell no,
I know.
I dig it.
It'd be like that.
So the Knicks, huh?
Knicks.
So let's get back.
Knicks. What's up, Knicks?
Man, we're back.
We made it, Knicks.
Back from this break.
What's up, Knicks?
Yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to bring up is the Knicks.
Knicks. Hey.
You okay?
We got next year. Hey, man. Let's go, New York. We got next year, baby.
26th year, all right.
Hey.
Let's go New York.
But
Hey.
listen, like
I'll wait another 20 years. And you know what?
They've been hooping. I'm not even gonna front.
Hey, man.
Y'all was close.
They were so close to it, and it's like that's really all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
No, y'all didn't get the job done. Kobe would be disappointed.
Well,
but what did I say on the last part? Like, look,
Y'all
the
got
job's
too
not
hyped.
done. Y'all got too hyped. Just stay humble. Just continue to stay
What
humble.
you
'cause the
mean
party's
stay
on
humble,
Fifth
man?
Avenue.
this is
Okay.
This is New York City, man. Stay humble for what?
It
Wait,
was.
So you've been a Knicks fan since when you was on the West Coast.
Oh yeah. Well, I used to. Yeah. I like the Knicks. I like the Knicks. I like Philadelphia because of Iverson. And then I moved here 25 years ago, and I watched the Knicks.
Man,
And then they moved the Nets. They moved the Nets to Brooklyn.
For 25 years.
Hey, I'm all right. I went to a lot of games though live. I like that, and it's different being in the Garden. That's a whole different feeling. I've been to a lot of stadiums, and Knicks is a whole feeling.
yeah, I've been
It's
to
a
a Brooklyn
feeling.
Nets game, but I've always wanted to go to a Knicks game. I've been to concerts at the Garden, but going to a Knicks game, like that's something different.
Go to a Knicks game.
I want
Spend a
good
lot of money on it.
Yeah,
Get
they're
as
gonna
close as you can, and
charge.
you're gonna feel the Knicks. Like
They're charging.
you're
for all
gonna.
this.
You can understand. I can understand why they're addicted to it. Like just being there, that feeling.
I love the
I feel
fan
like a live
base.
game in general is just.
It's different
Yeah.
in general. Like
Yeah,
I've
but
gone
the
to
Knicks
Sonics
is-
games.
Yeah,
I've gone to.
I've been there.
Yeah, like I've gone to
I've gone to-
Sonics games. I've gone to Mariners games.
I've been to.
You know,
That stadium's nice. The Mariners
Mariners
Stadium.
is baseball, right?
Baseball,
Mariners
yeah,
is
their stadium's
baseball.
nice.
Yeah, but
Baseball, I'm sorry.
it's but I used to go when the games were like 6 hours.
Yep.
Like
With Randy
it is
Jackson.
boring. It's boring as
Randy
hell.
Johnson.
I was at
Ooh.
the Mariners game.
With Randy
when,
Johnson. Randy Johnson.
The Mariners coach threw the base at the umpire. Like that was all over
You were there?
ESPN, Sports Center, everything. I was
Yeah.
at that game. I was like,
Wow.
I can't believe this has happened. We're witnessing like
At least you saw
history.
something dramatic. Cause y'all, every time I've been to a baseball game, I've been like,
Man,
my
I've
mom
been
and my
watching,
aunties would take us to like baseball games and
I've been
football
watching the-
games and stuff like that. But we're sitting in like the nosebleeds, or like we're bringing our own
Nah,
food.
I mean, that's what baseball games is for. You just get-
Yeah.
And I've been watching the
Yeah, they're
Mets.
up there
We went.
getting hammered and everything like that. But we're like kids, you know, so we're just running around literally the stadium by ourselves.
Now we watched the Mets this year, like
Evading
a
the
few times,
security.
and got some really good seats. This is why I recommend to tourists: if you're coming to New York, go watch the Mets. Spend like $200, $150 per ticket. Yo, you get a whole VIP section there. Watch it by the dugout.
Not bad.
Oh, I'm telling you, you get a whole different experience. I took my wife there, and then she's like, "No, we go here." I'm like, "No, we got different tickets. We don't go here. It's a jungle." Then we ended up to where we're supposed to be seated. They got jazz playing. They got 5 different restaurants, 5 different bars, all empty. You can sit there. It's all quiet. Then you go to your
If it's something
seat.
like that,
Yep,
you know,
I
a
promise you.
echelon and whatnot.
I promise you, it's a whole different experience to watch baseball.
Look,
Like the
that
booth,
definitely makes
yo.
a difference.
We watched it a few times last year. Like just because the first time was like, no, let's sit by the box, let's sit by the home plate behind it, and you know what comes with this ticket? Yo, it's different. It's
You get like
you get a whole
long.
you get a parking space for yourself. First of all, you get a whole parking area for yourself for your car, and you show up there. Here, I belong on a seat, like
you're like, nah, this is my shit. Move.
smooth. Yeah, it's a nice experience. 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 It's you're not
150,
doing
200. That's not bad at all. I'm paying for
150,
that for
yes,
a concert,
yes.
and I still gotta pay for
If you do this at the
a
Yankees,
drink and something to eat.
if you go up to the Bronx, you're gonna spend like $250 to $450, and you're not getting the same amenities.
Yeah.
The Mets. I'm not a Mets. I'm
I'll go
starting
for
to
the
become a
experience.
Mets. Fan because of this. Their stadium's nice.
I'll go for the experience
Uh,
and to buy a jersey.
That's actually really interesting, like how you can create fans off experience, and I think like a lot of sports.
It
brands,
is.
They're really honestly thinking about this like all the time. Even with the partnership that we have with Adidas, like they're thinking about the experience.
Always.
That will shift whether a person spends money or not.
I go to the Brooklyn. I go to the
It's all
Brooklyn
about
Nets
the
game.
bag.
I get floor seats. I'm getting it for cheap, but I want everything. Like I don't want to get up. I want to get up when I go pee. I want you to bring me drinks here. Like I want to watch this game. I don't want to wear my glasses. I want to see right here live what I'm watching. This like I'm watching a pickup game.
Anybody going to the World Cup?
got a game in Seattle.
I'm going. They got a game here in
They got
New Jersey.
Yeah, I think they got
got
like a couple last games.
Yeah, I
in
told you
New
about
Jersey.
this.
Yeah.
Joel and I are going.
Oh, that'll be lit.
Let me find out. Let me know. Let me know. What dates you guys got? We'll try to time it. We'll try to all. Yeah, this will be fun.
Yeah, he's
Oh, I've been looking forward to this. I've been looking forward.
going crazy.
We have been
this
talking
is
about
fun.
that for like 2 years.
This is like
Yeah.
once
This
in
is his
once in a
world.
lifetime, maybe twice,
Yeah.
the most.
I've never experienced this level, and he's already been prepared.
It's
prepping me
it's
for
in
it.
our backyard.
He's already
We have
prepped
no
me.
choice.
He was like, I don't think you understand the level of fandom
Yeah.
for
This
soccer.
is his Beyonce.
This is his Beyonce.
This is his
Oh, this
Beyonce.
is yeah.
I still
She's
have it done.
Yeah. No,
Uh-huh.
soccer is his Beyonce. The
Yeah.
whole damn sport.
The
you
whole
still haven't
sport.
seen Beyonce.
I still haven't seen Beyonce. I've seen Jay-Z.
Beyonce.
Kendrick.
I see.
Ye.
I've seen Jay a lot of times.
And I
A lot.
don't even remind me. But
Now I've
yeah.
seen Cowboy Carter and
Ooh, how was that? Did it rain?
Oh, okay, so
How was the rain?
I had a crazy experience because it rained the
Uh-huh.
entire time I was there. I was out in the rain.
that's dedication because I ain't gonna see nobody in the rain. Fuck y'all.
I will.
I
A few.
didn't want to.
A
either,
few.
and did I enjoy it? Absolutely not.
You were swearing up and down. No, she's not gonna perform in the
Yeah, no.
rain.
You got no
I think I
poncho?
said that to
Yeah.
you. I think I said that
I
to
was
you.
like, child,
And
she
I
not
was-
only she performing,
I was
she's
saying to
giving
my
a
friend who's
show.
a huge Beyonce fan, right? She's gone to more than just Renaissance and Cowboy Carter. It was actually her second time going for the Cowboy Carter.
Ooh, she's a real.
Oh, she went night 1 and 2?
She's a real.
There was like 5 nights or something.
Oh wait, there was like 5
Yeah.
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to
But
go
she
that
went
bad.
to, another one, and she was like, girl, yeah, Beyonce like does this, like this is what she does, and I was like, I mean, she's a diva, like this is she's at her pinnacle. She doesn't have to. Like we already know who she is. She doesn't have to like go super hard on stage. I expect her to perform, but I don't expect her the kids to be on stage, and I don't expect her to go super hard because it's pouring rain.
Mm-hmm.
It was pouring.
No poncho.
She
Honey.
treated the rain like it was part of the show.
You better make it part of that fucking
She
show as
ushered
much
it.
as the people pay for them tickets.
She
When I
she
said-
she usher raving that
Shit,
thing.
you gonna be all the way.
Oh,
Hell yeah, you're performing in the rain. I'm probably not gonna come see
You
you.
know how much people paid for this?
She didn't have to go that hard, is what I'm trying to say. She went down.
Oh no,
They was
but
doing backflips on the stage, and that stage.
Wow.
That's-
Wow.
It
Look.
was slippery. They could have died.
Oh,
wet.
I would
you know that insurance.
I would have paid money for that.
She was like, you're gonna.
It was pretty cool to watch as an artist,
Yeah.
as a fan, or a person, yeah, who paid tickets. Nah, that was.
I would like to watch that backstage though.
I appreciated every minute of this because
But-
it showed me the dedication to the work.
See, and even like I do, like you know how much I love music, and you know how much I love going to concerts. But the rain, that's just the limit for me.
Oh.
Like,
What
it
about
depends
backstage?
on-
It's
Backstage.
now a limit for me.
Oh, what about backstage? I would
if I
love
was
to.
backstage,
Oh my! I would watch anything backstage, but
Backstage, you do it.
I would
if
watch.
was
I would watch
backstage,
anything backstage.
hell yeah,
but
it's about the experience. Yes, but either way, like it's all an experience, and going to see some of my favorite artists live, like yeah, like just to be in the presence of them expressing themselves like that,
Uh-huh.
and I've been vibing to this shit months prior to even coming to see her ass, yeah, I can experience that. In the rain though, like I had a 2-day pass to Afropunk the year that Burna Boy was there. Everybody and their mama was out. I'm not going to Commodore Park on that muddy ass fucking grass to see Burna Boy. I'm not. I went the day before. I saw Tierra Whack.
Play a Burna Boy song though.
Like I'm not a fan, like, and that's how you know I like Beyonce, because the fact that I came the fuck out and I stayed.
I think the liquor helped.
My damn self. I was like, why? But I really like her, because what the fuck am I doing out here right now?
No, we were lit when we dropped you out, so I think the liquor helped.
I know. Oh, I know what you were doing. I know what you were doing before.
The last time
it was lit.
That was the last time we was together.
The Renaissance?
Yeah, because you were like, do I have to? She was like, is it gonna rain? I was like, yeah, girl.
We were not at the Renaissance.
We dropped you off before you went.
The Renaissance, I was in Houston.
Oh, not Renaissance. I meant Cowboy Carter. That was the last time we were together.
Cowboy Carter, I drove.
No, we dropped you off before you drove.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were lit. Yeah,
We were all lit.
we were all lit.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
But she was in New York. She was repping for Jay. She was doing the big things. She was cute. She had blue in her little New York outfit.
I'm
It was a very
lit.
It was a very New York moment.
She gave looks.
She gave
but-
looks. It was giving like a mix of old and of New York, right? So
I can appreciate
I
that.
miss the old New York.
I miss the
Speaking
old
of,
and the old Kanye.
we do miss the old Kanye.
I love the
But
old Kanye.
old New York versus new New York. That's what I wanted to talk about today, because I'm only 5 years in. And I'm not going to lie, like, what the fuck y'all got going on out here? Because this is crazy. Like, just in the change that I've seen shift in the last 5 years. Like, I know you guys have seen the change because you've been out here 20. How long have you been here, Javana?
2000 I mean, basically since 2003.
So,
Same
yeah,
thing.
you've been out here over
20?
20 years too. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen the entire shift. Like, 20 years is a large chunk of time, and even me, like, being back home, like when I was back home in Seattle and then coming back and forth and everything like that, just in between trips sometimes to New York, like, I'd be like, damn, like, this is gone. I was just here 6 months ago. I was just here 9 months ago. And it's just crazy. It's getting way more expensive than it needs to be. The taxes are crazy.
Rent's crazy, ain't it?
Rent's crazy. Taxes are crazy.
Rent's crazy
'Cause
in
if
New
I'm
York.
paying
How
all
much
these
is
taxes,
it?
what the fuck am I paying for? Well, clean this shit up. This is nasty. Okay? Why are you taking so much money from MTA? And that's really the driving
MTA is
shit
a private company.
that is literally getting New York by, and y'all can't even put no money into these trains?
Well, we have right now Mayor Adams, which is
Boy.
why New York right now is a cop state. So all the money's going to the wrong fucking places because he's over policing the entirety of New York City instead of putting our money where it needs to fucking go. So that's why we're in this position to begin with right now, currently, right now, not presently, but in general.
Policing what?
It's
There's no crimes. People are scared. Like, you can't get away with shit no more.
You can't.
Like, who are you policing right now? Like,
Dude, but do you know that
everybody get caught.
It's like in the billions, like hundreds of billions of
I get
dollars.
pissed every day I wake up knowing my coins is going to some dumbass cops who's scratching their booty most of the time, and when they're not scratching their booty, they're
Policing
unnecessarily over policing about
Policing
little,
what?
about
There's a camera
15-year-old
everywhere.
boy who don't want to pay
They-
MC prices, 'cause
everyone's,
honestly, his family can't afford that.
Pay
shit
for more
anyway.
detectives.
can't.
Pay for more.
Can't nobody afford this shit.
Yeah, you don't need-
Trying to get from point A to point B.
You don't need police. You need detectives, like smart people that like, hey,
Police
let me watch this video.
department
There's videos everywhere of this
Oh.
people. Let me
I take
investigate.
The LAPD police over to NYC.
LAPD, man, them is some ruthless motherfuckers.
Well,
Listen,
yo, when I first,
but I
yo,
feel like they
here's what I say though.
NYPD, the NYPD.
Listen.
NYPD's when I first moved to New York 25 years ago.
And I
Yo,
would
that
say
shit
this-
is
I would go to
crazy,
the top and I say this proudly. NYPD is trash.
man.
No, you guys remember that robot? They spent 700,000
Woo!
on.
I like
You guys
this
remember that
episode.
robot that they made?
Woo!
So Eric got us about that robot that was patrolling around 42nd Street. No, not the dog. It was a literal robot that they had 4 cops looking after it for. They spent $700,000 on it and don't even use it no more. $700,000, and you guys won't even put barriers on the platforms so people won't get pushed onto the fucking train tracks.
They put it in my mind. They put the fake ass metal
Listen,
with the gaps in between barriers.
I'm off the G line, and I'm mostly on get off at like 59th Street, like Columbus Circle and everything like that, where a lot of people are just climbing onto the train tracks, taking a little walk and everything like that, making my commute home or my commute to work a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. If they put some fucking barriers, at least it'll be a struggle for them to get on the train tracks and not for them to just hop on this doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna go into my little secret compartment that I found in between train schedules so that way I can go to sleep at night.
Well, this is why I'm not trying to push this pressure y'all or put this on y'all, but this is why I'm going up for Zoran. I like that motherfucker. Zoran Mamdani. I think Mamdani.
Is he out of Brooklyn?
I think he's out of Queens, but he's going up for mayor. And nobody needs to rate Cuomo. Don't put Cuomo on your shit.
And he's for the other side.
Don't put in, because you know it's ranked. Oh, don't rank. Excuse me. Don't rank Cuomo. Right now, all the mayors are ranked, so you can pick multiple folks. You can pick whoever you want, and whoever gets the most popular vote wins. So, just don't put Cuomo on the ranking. Is what folks need to do first and foremost.
Not even number 3 or number 4.
Don't rank him.
Don't rank him at all.
Keep that shit empty. That's all you'll have to do.
Him and Eric.
Anybody's gonna be better than Cuomo, first and foremost.
Right.
And then second.
I say we burn this motherfucker down again. I say we burn it down. Can we do that? No, not this place.
He cares about New York City. He cares about New York City. They asked him a question because they had all the folks up, debating. They had Cuomo and they asked him. They said something about New York City and Israel. They brought Israel up, and he was like, I really don't like. I'm really here for New Yorkers. So it was a vacation. Would you go on vacation to Israel? Would you go visit Israel? He was like, I'll go visit the Jewish folks in New York City and see, what the constituents need.
What does me vacationing in Israel have to do with what's going on right here?
Yes, exactly. Right.
Like, this is why I don't really like.
The only person who said something about New York City was Zoran. Everybody else was talking about how they wanted to go on vacation to Israel, if they would do this for Israel, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if everyone said that specific. Don't quote me. But I do know Zoran did not say anything but how he cares about New York City folks and how he's trying to help poor folks. That's all he's been preaching this whole time.
And that's been the whole thing. Like, let's worry about what's going on right here because our shit's kind of fucked up.
Which is why folks, in my opinion, should rank Zoran as mayor. If that man wins to be mayor, we're gonna. I don't believe in politics, so I think there's always gonna be some shady shit no matter what. But at least we get somebody good in office who's at least trying to do the work that we would like to see happen for New York City, and then we work from there. That's my personal opinion. It's 2 weeks
Baby
away,
steps.
2 weeks away.
And that's the fucking problem. People want to rush in.
Vote, my peoples.
At the end of the day, we do have to vote.
Gotta vote, my man.
We got to put ourselves out there. A lot of us like to talk a whole bunch of shit and don't really want to do anything about it. And that's what kind of frustrates me.
That's the most we can do.
Community.
And talk shit.
We could talk shit all day.
We can talk shit
but
and then
when
vote.
It actually comes to actually doing something about it. It's like, I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if it's lack of ambition. I don't know if it's just motherfuckers just being lazy and just want to sit around and talk shit. But that's not where I come from. And if there's one thing that I can do without ruffling up too many feathers, because I do got shit to lose, I can at least vote and put in my 2 cents about what I need to do.
That's at the very least.
At the very least, it's not even, and it's not even that hard. And I'm actually kind of a fuck up because I usually get my ballots from Washington State, because technically I'm still a resident, even though I've been here 5 years, but I still have like my ID. So I would get my ballots, and for the election, I didn't get my ballot. So I was just like, fuck, like they wouldn't let, I couldn't do a day of registration or nothing like that. And I was just like, I think that's kind of a voter suppression, because
You should give up your ID.
yeah, like
You should give that up.
Of course.
yeah, I am gonna get one, and I registered to vote. So they just sent me my
You should give that up.
my voter registration in the mail. So I do have my,
Good.
so now I can vote.
Let's vote.
I know folks might think voting is corny, but
No, it's
vote.
not, it's
it
look,
does still
stop
work.
talking shit.
It does still
Yeah.
work.
You
I mean,
stop.
I know we're up
Yeah.
against
No,
the
talk
line,
shit, but
it
vote.
still works.
Look, we're up
Yo,
against Elon and his little machines and AI and all sources that they could be telling us anything, you know?
But
They
we
were
still have to try.
exactly. We still have to try. We still have to put ourselves out there, and
This might be the realest shit you ever see right here.
this is shit. It's
Saying,
only the
ain't no
beginning.
AI on this.
We only in year 1.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Right.
shit.
There's no AI shit here.
Yeah, but with all of that's going on, and me being a creative, just like you're in the creative realm too, like we have to actually put ourselves out there to go out and network. And I can't even front. That can be a bit of a, it can hurt the pocket sometimes.
Network is your net worth, apparently.
Your network is your net worth, but damn, like,
Hey.
look,
Oh, I know for sure.
I don't, okay, everybody knows I'm a people person that's not really a people person. Like, you could talk to me.
Who?
Like, you could talk to me, but you don't be talking to me.
Yeah.
But I do like being, you know, amongst a good vibe of people
You do.
and everything like that. But sometimes I want to
You invite me
experience.
out.
Right, but that is on a rare occasion. When I do be going out, I really be by myself. This guy's married. The other homie, he's always got a bride coming over or whatever like that. Everybody else got
we
kids.
all went out
everything
together
like that.
last time.
Man,
He disappeared in 3 minutes. I didn't even get to see him.
oh, I know
Yeah,
you're not
it's
talking,
like-
Lawrence.
Yeah,
I know you're not talking.
because he saw some girls, and then, yo, I'm parking. And he's like,
I'ma let you
I
finish.
gotta go. I met some girls. I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm like, yo,
We'll start drinking
that's
like
that's
maybe
what Brooklyn
2-3
is. Is
hours.
that he can't even wait for me?
No,
And he's just leaving? No,
dude.
no, it never
No,
happened.
you?
No,
we'll start drinking.
I didn't do that. I didn't do
2-3
that.
hours
I've never
before we
done
go
this.
out. He'll get lit enough to come to the spot with us, see that we're in there and everything like that. 5 minutes later, we don't see Lawrence because he's already at the house,
That sounds like,
and he was a ride.
I brought the party back though.
I mean, all right.
You brought the party to the party and then you bounced.
What
Be
would you
quiet.
Say with the networking?
Networking, you have to fit it into your schedule, and it's actually a necessity being a creative, especially in New York
Yes.
City. Like, if you don't go out, if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't rub elbows with the wrong people.
What if your friends are the creatives?
With the right people, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If you don't rub elbows with the right people, like, you're gonna fall under the radar, and nobody's gonna know who you are.
So whatever my parents been telling me that it, you know, you gotta know who you gotta know. It'll make a difference in your
It
life.
definitely
It
makes
actually
a difference.
makes a difference,
you know?
right?
But you have to put.
You're right, mama.
You can kind of go outside of the box. And
Do you? So I have a question.
what's that?
Do you find it harder the older you get to do that? Because for me, the older I was the most social girly in town when I was in my early 20s. Like, I was everywhere. I was at every party. I was at all the tings. I knew every motherfucking person. I had everybody's contact. I had everybody's phone number. I had everybody's email. I was hitting them up regularly. Like, just
Damn.
bow, 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 bow. Like, I got, you know, so many opportunities just from being that person that was just like, you know what I mean, networking her butt off, right? And the older I got, I'm like, I'm tired. Like,
Dude, think about.
I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have the energy. I've been, you've gone through experiences where you've been burnt, so you're a little bit traumatized in some places too, and then like there's so many things that like pile up, and so my thing is like, does age play a factor in that for y'all?
Absolutely.
Like,
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
To go nowhere.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, wait, man. I start partying at like 5, sometimes at 2:30.
Dog,
I
have left your house.
My party's different.
When the sun was coming up. Walking home drunk.
But now I start at 2:30 p.m. I used to.
Yeah, he'll like, especially on the days like he's like off, quote unquote, and just randomly want to hit you up. Hey, what are you doing? Let's go day drinking. We'll start at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Just chilling at the house, or just taking a walk around the hood and everything like that, or posting up at a bar. And yeah, those are the days where we're gonna be in bed by like 7:30, 8 o'clock, maybe at the latest 9.
No,
but
party's different in New York.
Man, I don't remember. Like, I remember going out here at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And that's just when the party's started.
I go to dinner at like 10, 11.
The DJs isn't going on until 3.
You talking about when we was young, right? Like that.
I mean, I still
youngish.
Youngish. Not that young.
Not that young.
I'm just saying, like, right now.
But yeah, now. First of all, my knees hurt.
Those are meaningful, like.
First of all, I still go out. I leave at 11 sometimes.
Times like to show up at those times and get into whatever's happening in that space. Like those are meaningful moments because those create connection.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
But yeah, I really don't have the energy. But also, like, there are moments, especially like in the wintertime, I'll hibernate. Like,
that's what I like about
Halloween,
New York. Yep.
Y'all not probably finna see me until like May.
That's what I like about New
maybe
York.
almost even June. But then
I just eat chips and snacks and
get all cuddly.
Yep. That's
Exactly.
right. Yeah, that's what I love about New York. I can disappear for 3 months.
But
Just
then the
winter it
spring
out.
comes,
Bear.
and then you'd be like, okay, well maybe I can, break out for a second, and then your anxiety all kicks in and everything like that because you ain't really been around nobody.
Yeah, that part.
Like, that is real.
That's a real thing.
It is a real thing. Like, I get that you be focused and you be on tunnel vision. Like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm going home. I'm going to the gym, and I'm going back to the house, and I'm going to work, or however your schedule needs to be. Super antisocial. But then just when you think that you're ready to go back outside and everything like that, yeah, you wasted an hour and a half getting ready just to spend 45 minutes outside. Because of anxiety.
Social anxiety. Yeah.
Right. But also it's like,
It used to be the easy thing.
It used to be
not easy for you?
It used to be easy because it was like, oh snap, I already know who's finna be there. Bap, bap, bap.
Who all gonna be there?
Everybody finna be there. Everybody I need to see and everybody that want to see me.
Right.
So it's easy to go out like that, but it's like now it's like, yeah, I already know who's gonna be there, but do I really want to see them right now? Do I really want to be around a bunch of people? Do I want to stand in line and wait for my drink? What DJ's playing tonight? Oh gosh. No, but you got to get yourself out of those moments because one, you got to go network. You got to get that clientele. You got to make those connections to whatever it is.
Gotta get investors. You gotta
everything. You never know who you're gonna run into if you're not going outside. But it's like, I mean, damn. One, when is it gonna let up on my pocket? But two, is it really? Do you really need to go out like that? And yes and no. Yes, you do need to go out because you do need to go, but you do need to put yourself out there in those spaces. But you also have to pick and choose. Like, I mean, now that my bar is closed, I don't need to go to one. I don't need to find a new bar. I need to be in spaces where it's going to be of a benefit to me. I need to be in spaces where it's going to get me ahead in whatever it is what I'm trying to do, whether it's this podcast, whether it's barbering, whether it's hair, whether it's makeup, all that shit. you know,
And
and
that has good energy.
and
What y'all think?
also
What y'all
has
think
good
about co-working spaces?
co-working spaces.
There's like all these like pop-up co-working spaces that have started, and it's been like a whole movement of like just co-working space all over the city too. You know, everybody got a co-working space. Everybody got like a Soho House vibe kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing going on. Like there's even a black one that's like downtown that I opened up like
I think I heard about that.
a couple, maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago or something, and they was putting on like black, like run kind of events and things like that, and they have like this whole, like there's all these different like co-working spaces where
It's something that I could fuck with just because I think people still have that mindset. Like, if I'm gonna be outside, like, let me, you know, like, show my brand. You know, somebody, it might catch somebody's eye and be like, oh, you're a barber? Oh, I need a new barber, or I'm doing a production that needs this, that, and the third. You know, it's good to create those places and to where they can have a little bit of fun, but you also, in those spaces, you also got to be mindful of how much fun. You can't get too fucked up.
no, yeah,
You know, you might not be around a whole bunch of
it's
people that
a little bit corporate.
it
I feel
can
like
be a little bit corporate.
I just need to know that the investment is worth it if I'm gonna do a co-working space. I think Soho House has become a little saturated, and I think a lot of people have like it's just like it's not the same as it was 10 years ago from what I've heard. But I'm still curious and have interest in the membership opportunity.
Yeah, it's like, I think people, what they want to do is they want to create like an exclusive experience, you know, for certain individuals. So it's like, yeah, like you can only come to these events, you know, if they have like, if it's a membership, or you know, you have to be invited by a member, just because, you know, it's not just open to just any and everybody. And I think people like that exclusiveness, to where, you know, I'm not going to see everybody that I see at my neighborhood bar there, you know, or I'm not going to see everybody that I see at, you know, the place where I pop it and probably smoke weed and get hella fucked up with my homegirls there. You know, it's more of a, you know, a professional space where, you know, not only that I can, you know, display myself in a professional way, but it's also a curated vibe,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, I mean, it's something to put in, it's something to, you know,
Consider.
consider.
But that's like you were saying, like putting that work into your budget. Like these co-working spaces are something that you could put into your budget to network and build on upon the work that you're doing. But it just has to make sense, I think. And also the prices to some of these places are crazy. When I
They
speak to
want their
Soho House
money.
is one of the more pricey ones. Like that's one of
Yeah.
the more
Mm-hmm.
expensive ones. Unless you're getting like the cheapo, like watered down version where it's like you spend $100 or something. It's like $150 or $100 per month, and they don't let you into the actual like experience. It's just like, oh, you can try it like an event here and there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's gotta make sense. That's all I'm saying. It's gotta make sense.
Yeah, everything that we do now has to make sense.
Yeah, and then the
Like,
older you get too, it's like it's very like everything becomes.
strategic in a way,
Mm.
you know. Oh, there's only a couple of things that you really can't control, like who you fall in
Quality of
love
life.
with, quality of life, everything
It's
like
important.
that. Yeah, you gotta do that. But the changes, what do you, I feel like the changes that are going on just in the world in general,
Changes in New York or in the world?
both, because
Ugh.
changes around here, like, I can say that, you know, like gentrification, for example, you know, this is something that I've seen since I was a, you know, quite a small child, at least maybe going into adolescence, fifth, sixth grade, you know, when I really started to notice like the shift in the neighborhood, and, you know, who was moving out, what was moving in. And even going back home, you know, this past week, and seeing all the changes that's been made to my neighborhood, is like it's not even the same place anymore, you know. And I think because now that that I'm older and I'm so much more aware of it, I can start to see like that shift happening in my experience of being in Brooklyn, and just how fast it's moving. It's scary in a way, but at the same time, it's like, no, it's all scary because I don't know what's finna happen, and I don't know how I'm gonna be placed unless, you know, something happens and, you know, maybe I come into some money, or, you know, I come up on the lottery, because that's the golden ticket out here for real. If you come up on that housing lottery. But, you know, like, how is it that I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, and there are people that I know that are making well over six figures, and they're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm finna do.
I'm not making well over six figures, but I feel the exact same way.
Right.
I mean, it's hard out here, and it's very, very expensive. And you've also dedicated your life to kind of building a business in New York, like myself. I think we're all entrepreneurs in this space.
Yes, we are.
And New York is becoming so much more challenging than ever before to be an entrepreneur in, because of the hike in prices and because of just, you know, politics of where we're at. So many different things. So, and it's not the same New York either.
It's not.
It's kind of corny a little bit.
Like I told you, in the last 5 years, I was like,
Not all parts of it are corny, but there are some, like, it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's
not.
And we're experiencing that now. Like, I want to say 5 of the places that I would pretty consistently hang out at, they're all closed down. Even one of my Jamaican spots, this is the only place where I would go and get my oxtails and my rice and peas and my and my curry goat and everything like that. Like, I'd have been to Pepper's and a couple of other places, everything like that. But Patty Hut on Nostrand and Macon, that was the only place that I would go to. And it's just crazy.
What else closed down? I saw you.
Let's see.
Bev
Oscar's Bottle, Sweet
Bev Vine.
Brooklyn on Nostrand, Bev Vine Brew, and Lovers Rock. And I want to say a couple of other places. But this is all in the last 6 months.
Come on, Best Eye.
What's going on?
Best size.
Do that.
Like, I don't even, like, we can't even call it the
Don't turn Best Eye. Don't turn Best Eye into Williamsburg or Fort Greene,
It's
please.
giving very
Yeah,
much.
it's
Because
they like that neighborhood.
at the
They like
corner
this shit.
Right next to Lovers Rock, like at the corner on the other side. You know how Lovers Rock is on the corner?
Yo,
Right.
On the other
I'm
side
telling
of
you.
that block,
Yeah.
there's a huge brand new building.
Yeah. Just on the other end of the block.
that will change
That
the
expensive, we saw
that'll
it.
change the
It's
block.
kinda whack.
No, it'll change the block.
And it's
Those kind of
because
buildings.
Vidal and I went to go see an apartment there. We went to because we were trying to look at like luxury apartments just to see the difference between luxury versus
Yeah.
if we were to do like a
Nah,
neighborhood spot, like a house or a
Pe-
townhome. Stuff like
crazy people's gonna move into that shit.
that. And no, crazy. There was already the people looking at it already were like giving me absolutely
Crazy.
not. Like I knew I was.
I
that building was
know.
not for me all the time.
I know
What
what
do
you
you
mean.
mean?
Like it was
Right?
giving very like
Williamsburg.
It was giving very much like
Not good shit.
um
Not good stuff.
upstate what was that Rhode Island area
You gotta turn your music down.
where Black Dog is at? Where's that? Martha's Vineyard. It was giving very Martha's Vineyard
You gotta turn your music down.
in the building.
I
Like,
thought we was getting Martha's Vineyard. Like, there's like a lot of Black history.
no. That's a different part of Martha's Vineyard. There's a name for it, and right now y'all gave me so much alcohol I can't think about it.
My
But
bad.
what I'm trying to say is,
Not
Martha's
really,
Vineyard is really the white area. There's the whitest areas of Martha's Vineyard where Black Dog is and all those other places. Yes, no, those people are moving on the corner of right next door to Peach's Hot House and Lovers Rock, and where the block parties is at.
Yeah.
And they're telling everybody to be quiet. So
Yeah.
I know. You gotta turn your music
and
down.
the building wasn't even that fly. I'm just saying, it wasn't. It was giving.
It's like
And they don't though.
It was
Like
alright.
it's like you guys say it gives
And the price
luxury.
was
Like
too
no,
high.
it gives Section 8.
Uh-huh.
Like you guys need to like humble yourself.
Cheap appliances.
Uh, just give me the 1980 shit. At least it'll last. But no, I mean, we're going I think everybody's going through a change.
Yeah.
And we're
nightlife.
nightlife.
Everything's changing.
Nightlife
Dinner
is just
changing.
crazy.
Dinner
Like I think
time's
it's
changing.
more of a I think we're in day party culture.
That's
now.
right. I like it. I like it.
I mean, I can
I'm
fuck with a
asleep.
day
I'm
party
asleep by
because I
10
do want to
p.m.,
be in bed by
11
10
p.m.
o'clock.
Yo.
Listen,
Because I'm up by 5.
Group is in day party culture.
No,
don't do that to me.
Listen, I go out till 3, 4 a.m.
Alright.
I'm out.
Oh.
Sorry.
I am out.
4-year-olds is still going out till 4 p.m.
They are. I'm out. I'm out with it. I'm out. And they don't drink. You know what I know though is they don't drink as much as we do.
No, they don't. Which is
Oh,
great.
yo, that's $1 billion industry
don't
right
got no
now. I know this for sure.
money.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
out.
it's
I'm out. I'm
actually
telling
kinda
you.
bro.
Yo,
Terrible time to be
the
broke.
bartenders.
Taking it
You know
hard
what?
as
The
fuck.
bartenders love me.
Where are they getting these yachts from?
I keep my tabs open everywhere I go. They're like, yo,
I'm
I get a whole different
Oh,
kind
they're
of treatment.
closing tabs out here.
Oh,
looking at our video
I'm with
editor
it.
right now. Looking at our sound person right now. We got young people on the team.
Yeah,
Look.
How are y'all paying for this? I have no
How
idea.
are you guys paying for it? He's like, I
yo,
don't know
drinks
either.
are expensive. The drinks are expensive, man. I used to go in the city, and it cost $12 for 7 shots and 2 beers. Fuck with me.
Did you say $20 wine?
No. It-
Lawrence!
Yo, remember?
Remember? Save
A
him.
line of 5 shots you can get for a dollar. Like
I get 8 shots, 7 shots,
Well,
$20 and 2 beers.
don't poison yourselves
I
with wells.
promise you.
If you gotta look down at the liquor store when you go and buy bottles, don't drink it. Okay? Eye level and higher. Don't do that to yourself. That shit is poison. Anything in.
Yo, I want that experience.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, I want
Plastic
to do that
bottles,
again.
Jose
That was
Cuervo. Just saying the name.
I'll do that again.
First of
If
all,
I can.
let them figure it out. Second of all,
No.
they probably can't afford the motherfucking tequila you talking about anyways.
Yes.
Because, baby, they're just
Well,
trying to
yeah.
figure out how
This
they can pay the rent.
this is
How much?
how much? I think retail right now is 105.
Yeah, they're not paying $105 for no tequila.
That's
At
105.
20 years old.
Do you know how much that is in clubs? No, it's halfway.
Oh.
No,
Sip it? That's
No.
crazy.
that's a
Halfway
one
through
day
that damn
thing.
bottle.
That's 105. Yo, that'll last probably 2 days maybe.
Maybe.
You
Maybe.
would be balling because you
One day you're gonna understand. You understand. And
Man.
listen.
you're gonna smile one day.
Uh-uh.
I promise.
Look. Nightlife. I honestly
Change.
feel like, yeah, it's changed and everything like that, but it's not even what it used to be. I think they're about to start throwing those like mass parties that they used to do like back in the day when we were like 18, like phone parties, get there free before 11 o'clock, everything like that,
Yeah.
you know, selling dollar shots and jello shots and everything like that in the crowd. So, and then they have the little bottle. I mean, we had a great time and everything like that, but we also wasn't spending no money like that. Clubs want people to buy tables. Clubs want people to buy bottles.
Well, women especially weren't spending that money at all.
Absolutely not.
The boys were definitely, the men's was, I'm going to call y'all boys because y'all was definitely boys back then.
They were tricking their asses
Yeah.
off.
The
Mm.
boys
They
were
did not have no
definitely
money.
spending because that's how it always was. It was very gendered in that way. It was like the boys spent the money, the girls got in for free. Usually we would take up the tables and y'all would just make sure the bottles were there. And that's just how it went. And everybody knew it.
That's just how it went.
That was life.
And now that
I never spent a dime.
And-
The entire time I was.
I'm there to be cute.
Pretty much.
In my little dress.
I never spent a dime.
Never.
I really didn't
Okay.
spend a dime Into my 30,
Me too.
35.
Same here.
Child.
So-
Yeah, I think I started spending
I'm
money on
just
like
playing.
drinks and stuff like that.
I'm just fine.
Probably.
I know you're just playing.
I'm.
I know, ain't no way.
This
Man,
guy
no.
asks for crystal at the bar when everybody else is drinking out. Crystal glassware at the bar when everybody else is drinking out of plastic cups.
When was this?
Man, we're at Cafe, right? Cafe Razuli over there on Broadway.
Oh, this is recent.
Oh, no, this,
34 years maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, Cafe Razuli is recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went there. We're having a good old time. The homies
Packed.
DJing and everything is packed. We're ordering drinks. Hey, we're gonna do tequila and soda and lime. Da-da-da-da. So she's passing out drinks. He's like,
Yes.
I actually don't drink out of plastic. Do you have like crystal or a glass cup or whatever like that, we're just kicking it, chilling, drinking out of our plastic cups. Here comes this fucking guy.
Oh, well, that's my homegirl though. She's, I know.
No.
I know her. She comes to my house. She knows me. That's my homegirl.
The point is, you ain't shit.
Yeah, no. I think, you know what? I think you mistaken that experience. It was in Williamsburg, one of those clubs.
No, it was at cafe.
And then it happened again.
Oh, I didn't know it happened
They keep giving
again.
me plastic cups. I don't drink out of plastic cups.
I don't drink out of plastic cups.
I
Look,
just
we're
do
with the
not.
homies, man. Drink out of these red solo
I
plastic
just
cups
don't.
and kick it.
I don't drink out of plastic
What are we
bottles.
doing next?
We're traveling. I'm trying to get some stamps. I'm not spending money on clubs and
I'm
going out to bars too
I'm going
much.
to nice restaurants.
I would definitely spend money on restaurants. I think
Restaurants are neighborhood,
that's what
yeah.
we do at our age. We go out to eat. We like to eat good.
We saving money for those things.
I
Yeah.
still go out though. I go out. I stay out till 3 or 4 in the morning.
At a restaurant?
No, at bars and clubs. I was just
Why?
Well, no,
Not
hang-
everyone.
hanging out with Brian. Just with Brian. Hanging out.
Oh yeah.
He gets me
Brian
out.
can kick it because he's outside being
Yeah,
single
he
and
gets me
slutty.
out. He got it. He's
Lawrence,
like,
Lawrence be outside.
no, just once a
Every-
week. Once a week, maybe every 2
Where
weeks.
you going? Where you going once a week? Where you be on? Shout out to
Wherever Brian takes me, like we'll go to like what's the one?
You have a friend. Okay.
Yeah,
Deluxe,
wherever.
Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Yo, he's the fucking
So
man
what's
in
next
there.
For Lawrence is like I'm still outside.
No, I'm not outside like that, but I like to be outside.
He likes
I do
me.
too.
Just like I
That
like
resonates
to.
with me because I feel you. I feel like
It has nothing to do with, I don't know. It's just the music and
yeah.
I want to hear, just like, and people see how they react to new music, like and they hear like new shit, like. I feel you. Like I want to be in this. I still want to feel that. I want to feel like new music with people. It's
I
nice.
feel like I've been in like a hibernation period for like 15 years, and I want to like I have these moments, these spurts, but like basically I haven't been outside like I used to when I was like much younger, and I miss that. Like I do miss that. I like being. I don't want to be outside all the time. It's tiring.
Nah, it's
and
yo.
then I go outside. I'm like
Pick your
"Man,
days.
done."
Yeah.
If I can get like a good experience, like every 2 weeks or something like
Yes, 2 weeks. See,
Every-
I was outside 3-4
I could do
times
a
a week.
bi-weekly kick it.
Or,
that. Like a good one, like not a waste of my fucking time.
yeah,
Yeah, like I want to actually.
Just pick it. Just be outside, like just be around. Eat that nice. There's new music coming out. And just that kind.
Yeah, like I
always DJ
really
in there. They're
miss
just gonna.
that vibe.
Yeah.
I miss the vibe of hearing a song, like a new song in the club for the first time, or from a really good DJ and everything like that. So
Like how they gonna work?
going out
Harder
every
6,
2
like
weeks
throwing a song in there tonight. Like
right, it's doable.
make me feel that shit. Like
Yeah.
that kind.
But I also, it's got to be a vibe. Other than that, look, I'm trying to get some stamps, and I want to eat good. So I'm either going to be
about
at a
that
restaurant,
life. I'm about
or I
that.
need to
life.
be on the airplane.
I just got back, but I'm out again next in California.
Yep. Well,
Yo.
episode 2, bro.
Yo,
You
this
did
nice.
it. How do you feel?
I'm nice. We got somebody coming next week, or somebody's.
Somebody's. You never know who's gonna pull up on
Mm.
us.
Yeah.
We gonna get high and a little fucked up.
Yeah.
They don't know that yet.
They
Yeah.
don't.
They don't. Well,
They don't know what they're getting into.
yes.
Hopefully they
We
don't
might
reveal
introduce you
too
to some
much.
friends. Some are nice, some are not. Some are
All of our friends
some
are
are
cool.
good looking, some are not.
Nah, I feel like we got a pretty attractive crew. But thank
Sure.
you to whoever is watching this. Everybody
Yes.
who's watching this. Thank you, Javana, for
Well, shout out to
helping
her.
keep the vibe flowing and everything
This
like
team,
that.
this team was fun, man.
Thank you to
We're gonna go to the club one time and stay out till 4 o'clock, all of us. I promise.
I
We're
want no
gonna-
parts of
we're just
getting
gonna
in trouble
try our
with your
best
husband, okay?
and live that
That's all
life
him.
again. One time.
I'ma let
Just
you
one
do that.
time. Yeah, keep laughing. One time.
I'm gonna let
We're
you
gonna
do that,
pretend.
Lawrence. I'm
Well,
not
all
getting
of
her in
us are
trouble
gonna
with her
pretend.
man.
This team, we're gonna
okay?
pretend like we're
You gotta go
balls.
home to him every night.
No, but I'll go home to her. I'll go home to my
got a
kids and
cool-ass
my
wife.
We're gonna pretend though.
She got a husband. All right, our tequila.
Tequila. Shout out to this. Yo, this is the first bottle, first series, 1A.
Wild Common.
All right, what am I? I'm gonna take this down. Peace out.
We appreciate you, Shao, on sound.
Al.
We appreciate you, Nick,
Nick.
on visuals.
Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
you make me look good. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all.
No, I saw the episodes.
Yeah. But yeah, special shout out to everybody that's just out there trying to get it.
Yeah, watch out for
This
the
is
next
a hard,
one. It might
hard
be fun.
process. Anybody who's starting a podcast, anybody who's starting a business, anybody who's getting ready to do their thing. Shout out to Resiklo NYC.
NYC, cheers.
Keeps us nice and fly and
Yes,
comfortable.
We got
Let me
another
tell
one
you guys
coming.
everything.
Yes, sir.
This couch, this pillow, the art on the wall, this table.
We got new art
Everything
coming.
that you see
All this art.
is for sale.
We got new art.
Please hit up recyclonyc.com.
Yep.
Let us know a price
Make an offer.
and see what's up.
Yep. Peace.
Peace out.
Shop up.